For bridge pose, and hands will be beside you, so feet will be 6 inches apart, knees will be 6 inches apart. If you have your Pilates ring, then you can place the ring in between the inner thighs and squeeze the ring. If not, then maybe you could find something, a block, a little yoga block, or something else to squeeze, little pillow. And then what we're going to do here is place our hands on the hips. I want you to start to feel the pelvic rotation. So inhale, rock the hip points forward. Exhale, press the low back down. Inhale, rock the hip points forward. And exhale, rock the hip points back, pressing low back to the ground. Again, inhale forward and exhale back. Good. Now hands on the ground. Inhale, rock forward, space between your back and the mat. And then exhale, press your low back to the earth and then lift the tailbone. Lift the tailbone, then the small of the back, then the middle of the back, all the way up. Maybe the ribs lift off the ground too. Now the knees, if you don't have anything in between squeezing, they may fall open. So I want you to think about squeezing the knees towards each other. Inhale here. Let's slow it down on the descent. So you're going to go slowly, one vertebra at a time, all the way down. Get the small of your back before the sacrum touches down. Good. Inhale, rock the hip points forward. Exhale, press the low back down, and slowly one vertebra at a time, you come on back up, squeezing knees towards each other. Feet firmly planted in the earth, toes relaxed. Now lift the hips a little more, and then slowly lower down, one vertebra at a time. Inhale, and exhale, press into low back, and articulate one at a time, all the way back up. Beautiful. Breathe in, and exhale, slowly lower down. That is bridge pose. Now let's amp bridge pose up just a little bit with some pelvic pulses. Inhale, rock the hip points forward. Exhale, press the low back down, and one vertebra at a time, all the way up, all the way up. Good. Now imagine your tailbone underneath of you lengthening towards your calves, and your pubic bone coming up towards your nose, and your inner thighs squeezing towards each other. And here I want you to just pulse, pulse, tap, tap. Just some taps with the hips, and make sure inner thighs are squeezing towards each other the whole time. Your belly's pulling in, pubic bone is coming towards your nose. Good. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale here, and slowly lower down. Good. Toe heel your feet apart, and the toes will turn out, and the heels will turn in. Let's take an inhale here. Hip points rock forward, pelvis tilts, and then out. Exhale, press low back down, press into the heels, and now the hips start to lift all the way up, one vertebra at a time. Inhale here, and let's pulse here. Pulse, pulse. Don't let the knees fall open and back. Keep the knees right where they are, like a little squeeze of inner thighs or inner knees towards each other as you pulse, 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 pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7. Keep pulling the belly in deeply. Pubic bone still rising towards nose. Good. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, lift, and slowly lower down. Good. Rest for a moment by knocking knees together. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Bring the knees back apart. And we're going to do that again. So we're going to inhale slowly, one vertebra at a time, all the way up. But we're going to do a little different this time. So I want you to slowly lower down just halfway. Really curl pubic bone up, suck belly in deeply. Pelvis tilts backwards. And then slowly articulate all the way up again. Inhale here, and slowly just halfway. Maybe a little closer to small, the back touching. Then inhale, rise, push the hips up. And slowly halfway again, all the way down. Inhale, slowly rise. Good, stay here. Let's pulse again. So we really want you to squeeze your glutes. So it's really just a squeeze of the booty cheeks that you're doing. And that kind of makes the hips come up a little bit. For 10, squeeze the glutes. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, squeeze the glutes and hold, maybe a little pause. Good. For 3, 2, squeeze the glutes, hold it right here. Hold and squeeze the glutes. Really squeeze them up underneath of you. Really squeeze. Everything squeezes in. For 10, squeeze it and hold it. 9, squeeze and hold, hold, hold. 7, 6, 5, keep lifting your hips up. 4, 3, 2, 1, slowly lower, one vertebra at a time. Get the small of your back. Try to make this super slow, then the tailbone rests down. Bring knee in, rock side to side, big breath in, big breath out.